government return to declare summary GST liabilities and credit availability for a tax period. The process of return filing has been simplified over a period of time. With effect from December 2020, Form GSTR 3B is getting auto-generated on the portal by way of auto-population of ITC from GSTR 2B and auto-population of liabilities from GSTR 1 with an editing facility to the registered person. However, some infirmities were observed in information furnished by registered person. Thus, to bring some clarity, the government came up with circular number 170/02/2022 dated July 6, 2022, along with issuance of notification on the recommendation of 47th GST Council meet. Hello everyone, I am Nikita Singhal from Webtel, and today we are briefly discussing the upcoming changes in GSTR 3B, so stay tuned. The government-wide notification number 14/2022 Central Tax dated 5th July 2022 has notified some important changes in GSTR 3B, which are insertion of table 3.1.1, that is details of supplies under section 9(5) of the CGST Act, and few other changes are also notified in table number 4 of GSTR 3B, which is requiring to taxpayers to report information on ITC correctly availed, reversal thereof, and declaring ineligible ITC. So all these details in which the changes are made are discussed in the video. So our first point is that table 3.1.1 is inserted in the GSTR 3B form, which is relating to details of supply under section 9(5) of the CGST Act, that is supply through e-commerce operator is to be given. Now in this part 1, as you can see on the screen in this form, part 1 is to be furnished by e-commerce operators, and here second part is to be furnished by the regular taxpayers. So if you are making any supplies through e-commerce operator on which e-commerce operator is required to pay tax, then that is to be reported by regular taxpayer in its second part, and first part is to be reported by e-commerce operator. Here it is to be noted that the supply which are covered under section 9(5) of the CGST Act are to be reported, that is housekeeping services, restaurant services, services by way of providing accommodation, and services of transportation of passengers, and these supplies will not be covered in table 3.1. so this table is different from table 3.1. So second important point is that some changes are made in table 4 of GSTR 3B. Now on the screen you can see the current table 4 which we are using for filing the GSTR 3B return, and now on the next slide you can see the new GSTR 3B table 4. Here we will be discussing all the points one by one in new form. You can see that first details are same, that is 4A is same. In this ITC available is coming, then import of goods, import of services, inward supplies liable to reverse charge, inward supplies from ISD, and all other ITC. So these columns are same. These were given earlier also. Now point B, that is ITC reversed. So here some changes are made. Now here it is saying that you have to reverse ITC as per rule 38, 42, 43 and section 17(5) of the CGST Act. Now in earlier only rule 42 and 43 were given over here, and section 17(5) was taken below in ineligible ITC, and rule 38 was not there. Now we have made some changes. Now we have to report all these things in B1 table only. Second, others is same. Now after that you will get net available ITC, that is A minus B. After that we have table number 4D, which is relating to other details. So earlier it was ineligible ITC. Now the heading and the data reported is changed over here. The first point over here is ITC reclaimed, which was reversed under table 4B2 in earlier tax period, that is here above. In the screen you can see in 4B2, in others we have reversed some ITC. Now if we are reclaiming it back, then it will be reported in 4D1. and 4D2 is relating to ineligible ITC under section 16(4) and ITC restricted due to POS provisions. So all these things, section and what thing is to be reported, we are discussing it now. Now we are discussing one by one the figures which we have to report. First is total ITC. It is being auto-populated from GSTR 2B in different fields of table 4A of form GSTR 3B except for ineligible ITC on account of limitation of time period as per section 16(4) of the CGST Act, or where the recipient of an intra-state supply is located in different state UT other than the place of supply. Meaning thereby that here in the first that is 4(1)A, as we all know that now also our data from 2B gets auto-populated in 4A of GSTR 3B, but earlier we were manually changing the data on the basis of like if we don't want to take any credit or so, but now it is saying that your all other ITC will be auto-populated from GSTR 3B, and here except for two things your data will be auto-populated. First is that if you as per section 16(4) you are not like eligible to avail ITC on account of limitation of time period, that is time period has elapsed. And second is that the recipient of intra-state supply is located in different state other than the place of supply. So other than that all other ITC will be auto-populated over here. So it is to be noted here that all the other fields, that is 4A1, 4A2, 4A3, 4A4, these all details are same which were earlier. Now our second point is registered person will report reversal of ITC which are absolute in nature and are not reclaimable, such as on account of Rule 38, that is reversal of credit by banking company or financial institution. Rule 42, that is reversal on input and input services on account of supply of exempted goods or services. Rule 43, that is reversal on capital goods on account of supply of exempted goods or services of the CGST rules, and for reporting ineligible ITC under section 17(5) of the CGST Act. Now earlier 38 and Rule 38 and section 17(5) were not covered here, as I told you earlier also. So here we have to report 17(5) over here only, other than earlier we were reporting it in our D table. So after that we will get net ITC. Now it is to be noted that reversal of ITC which are not permanent in nature, like which are permanent in nature, that is at any time, at any cost we cannot avail the credit, then that is to be reported in this table as we have discussed. Now if we have any kind of ITC which are not permanent in nature, like you can say that Rule 37 of the CGST rules, that is non-payment of consideration to supplier within 180 days, section 16(2)B and section 16(2)C of the CGST Act. So in these cases these amount is to be reported in table 4B2. Here in table 4B2 others, we have to report this kind of ITC. So we are bifurcating this ITC because from this one ITC can be reclaimed but other ITC cannot be. So in case we want to reclaim this kind of ITC, then this ITC can be reclaimed in table 4A5 on fulfillment of necessary conditions. Further, all such reclaimed ITC shall also be shown in table 4D1. Okay, so table 4B2 may be used by registered person for reversal of any ITC availed in table 4A in previous tax periods because of some inadvertent mistakes. Now our net ITC available will be calculated in table 4C as per the formula, that is 4A minus 4B1 plus 4B2, and the same will be credited to the electronic credit ledger of the registered person. Now ITC not available on account of limitation of time period, that is section 16(4) or where the recipient of interstate supply is located in different state other than place of supply, then it may be reported by the registered person in 4D2, as you can see from the heading also. Okay, and these details, I think you must be knowing that these kind of details also we get in our GSTR 2B. So now reversal of ITC of ineligible credit under section 17(5) or any other provisions of the CGST Act and rules made thereunder is required to be made under table 4B. So it is very important that we have to report these kind of details in table 4B and not under table 4D of form GSTR 3B. So these are the major changes which we have to keep in mind while filing our return. Okay, so after these changes, some other changes have also been made by the government, which are like mandatory reporting of interstate supplies by unregistered person, which like in GSTR 3B, that is table 3.1 like bifurcation of it was given of unregistered person. So earlier it was like some people were not reporting these kind of details, so now you have to report these. So these are some of the important changes. I hope by now you must be clear about the new changes in GSTR 3B. If you want to file your GST return in an easy and simple way, you can do the same through our web GST solution, in which these kind of changes are made on timely basis. I hope by now you must be clear about the upcoming changes in GSTR 3B. If you want to file your GST return in simple and easy manner, you can do the same through our web GST solution also. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you found this video helpful. Next Tuesday we will be coming up with another interesting video to make compliances better for you. Till then, stay safe and stay tuned with us for better compliance journey. Thank you.